and welcome to Finance Pulse. Tonight we are tracking everything from oil profits and interest rate cuts to crypto-powered real estate deals. And later we'll break down the much-anticipated Trump-Xi meeting that could redefine trade ties between the world's two largest economies. Energy giant Shell is rewarding investors again, announcing a fresh $3.5 billion share buyback after posting stronger than ever expected third-quarter profits. The British oil major reported adjusted earnings of $5.4 billion, outpacing analysts' forecasts that hovered just above $5 billion. Shell credits the surge to robust operational performance and higher trading activity, even amid market volatility and ongoing energy transitions pressure. The buyback reflects Shell's continued focus on shareholder returns, even as it faces criticism from slowing investment in renewable energy. In the United States, the Federal Reserve has approved its second consecutive interest rate cut, lowering its benchmark rate to a range between 3.75% and 4%. But markets were left rattled after Fed Chair Jerome Powell suggested there may not be another cut when policymakers meet in December. The decision passed by a 10-2 vote, signaling some division within the committee. Alongside the cut, the Fed announced it would end its quantitative tightening program, the steady reduction of its balance sheet by December 1. The move suggests the central bank may be preparing to stabilize liquidity amid slowing growth, even as inflation remains stubbornly above target. And in Dubai, real estate and blockchain are joining hands in a big way. Luxury property developer Idealist Real Estate has entered a strategic partnership with city developers to integrate crypto payment technology into real estate transactions. The deal, facilitated through Zareem DMCC, aims to bring institutional-grade crypto infrastructure into Dubai's booming property sector. Officials say it reinforces the UAE's position as one of the world's most advanced and well-regulated hubs of virtual assets, offering international investors seamless, secure and compliant digital payment options. And now for our Finance Pulse deep dive, all eyes were on Busan, South Korea, where US President Donald Trump met Chinese President Xi Jinping for the first time in 6 years. It was a high-stakes meeting that could reshape trade relations between the two biggest economies on the planet. The two leaders met for an hour and 40 minutes inside an airport building, far from the usual diplomatic glamour. But despite the modest setting, the meeting ended with Trump declaring it a 12 out of 10 success. The tone was surprisingly warm. Trump called Xi a friend and praised him as a great leader of a great country. Xi in return said it was a pleasure to see Trump again and emphasized that it's normal for two economic powerhouses to have friction. Both agreed it was time to stay the right course. The cordial atmosphere marked a shift from years of escalating tariffs and tense rhetoric. According to Trump, the meeting produced an agreement, in principle, on a new trade deal that could be signed soon. He said China has agreed to resume purchases of American soybeans and farm goods, a major win for US farmers hit hard by previous trade restrictions. Trump also announced a 50% reduction in tariffs on Chinese goods linked to fentanyl ingredients, a gesture aimed at improving cooperation on the opioid crisis. Perhaps most notably, the two sides struck a one-year deal on rare earth exports, critical minerals used in everything from smartphones to fighter jets. Trump said the agreement would be re-evaluated annually, suggesting room for flexibility as talks progress. Trump revealed plans to visit China in April next year, with Xi expected to return the favor later in the year. Beyond trade, the leaders reportedly discussed global security issues, including efforts to bring peace to Ukraine and maintain stability in Gaza and Southeast Asia. While key issues like Taiwan and TikTok were not discussed, the tone of cooperation could mark the beginning of a cautious reset between Washington and Beijing. So that's all in Finance Pulse for today. Follow the Finance 360 for more.